What is up, everybody? It's me, Panda Rocks, and we are back with some Stardew Valley, but this time it's going to be a little different. I am basically going to start a kind of like a let's play, or like a teaching let's play, and basically to just teach you the basics of Stardew Valley, because I personally love this game. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I have bought it on PC, Xbox, PS4, the Nintendo Switch. If it was for my phone, I'd probably get it, but it's not. But I'm gonna start a new series where I'm basically just gonna teach the basics. It's gonna be semi-long episodes because there's a lot to learn, a lot of things to do in Stardew Valley. You can obviously farm. It's a lot like Harvest Moon. If you guys have played Harvest Moon, there's for the Nintendo 64, Harvest Moon 64. They had some for the GameCube and the Game Boy Advanced. And then there's mining, which you can fight monsters in the mine and get minerals. It's just a bunch of stuff. But to start off, we are, obviously, as you can see, we are Panda Rocks, Farmer Panda Rocks, at Panda Farm, and we currently have 500 gold, as you can see, with the current funds. And we have the typical pickaxe, the axe, the hoe, the scythe, and a watering can. And pretty much you can kind of expect what those are used for. You can break stones, use to chop wood, use to dig and till soil. You can cut grass into hay if you've built a silo. And the watering can you can use to water crops, and you can refill it at any water source. I will go more in depth on what you can do with each one. But first of all, we are on our first day, and we are going to pick up we got a nice little cabin here. You got a little fireplace and the TV, which is very, very important. You can get your weather report for what the weather is going to be for the next day. It looks like it's going to rain all day. So, if you plant crops, then you will not have to water it when it rains, for obvious reasons. And I keep pausing because, as you can see in your top right, there is a time. It's 6:50 a.m., probably going to be 7 a.m. Time is a huge factor. You have to, how do I put it? Like, you gotta manage your time very, very closely. And as you play more and more, you will learn, like, what you can do in that time limit, and obviously what activities, mining, stuff like that. And you also have to worry about your energy bar, which is in your bottom right. So when you start off the game, there will be a little box here, and we'll open it, and we got some 15 parsnip seeds. You have received 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis, which you have met in the intro, which I had skipped. So, we got the getting started, so we will read that. Your journal will have basically kind of like quests that you'll pick up at certain times of the game, whether you'll get mail with quests of the townspeople will ask of you. The community board, which I will show you here in a little bit, and just little things that will happen around the world. So, we'll click on getting started. If you want to become a farmer, you'll have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, then use a seed packet on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready for harvest. Cultivate and harvest a parsnip. So, we got our hoe, we got our parsnips. Also, on the TV, you can get the fortune teller, which basically kind of tells your luck for that day. The spirits are getting humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Stuff like that is like luck affects fishing, getting better fish, or more bites for your fishing pole, which you will gain in the second day. So you will see that. When you go in the mines, which will happen, I believe, on the 5th day, how easy it is to find the ladders, which will take you down to the different levels of the mine, and the probability of gems and the less probability of monsters that are in the mines, which I will talk about maybe in this episode or later episode. I'm not entirely sure on how long this episode is going to be. So let's get outside, and holy crap, we have a big job to do. So let's use our scythe to cut this grass, which you can see can take away this grass. Let's get over here and take away some of this stuff, and we will use our pickaxe to obviously break the stones like it said in the description of the pickaxe. So we will clear out a bunch of space here. Alrighty, you want to kind of clear out a little bit, a lot of space. We'll use our axe to cut down these tiny little trees. And as you can see down in the bottom right where your energy bar is, any action you do takes away energy. And at the beginning of the game, you have very little energy, which you will be able to upgrade that later on in the game, but that's just kind of the more kind of expert level type of thing. Later on in the game, it's kind of like towards the end game of what you can do and how you do it. Most of them aren't that hard, but there are some hard ones, but we will get into that in later episodes, because I know I will definitely not be able to do that anytime soon. So, now that we have a little area eclipsed, or eclipsed, cleared out for our seeds, we will use our hoe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you just take your seeds and you will click onto the spot. So as you can see just the seeds being planted. You can run and hold the button. Now they're all planted, and obviously now you have to water your seeds. Stepping over them does not hurt the seeds. It's not like Minecraft, like if you jump on the seeds, it'll go away. No, it's not like that. You can walk all over them. There are some seeds that you cannot, just because of how the seed is. What we're gonna do here real quick before our stamina goes out, we're gonna cut down a few more of these trees because we want to get up to 50 wood. Now another thing about Stardew Valley is you can craft. You get recipes throughout the game, whether it's food, different farming equipment that you can use around your farm. Oh, we got some coal for our smelting, so we will use up a little bit less of our energy to get some of this rest of this foliage out of here, because if you don't keep your farm tidy, it will spread, and if it gets close to your crops, it will destroy your crops and also eat into your profits, and you definitely don't want that. So we'll use up the last little bit of our energy to make up some more space, so we have a few more days. And now we're starting to feel exhausted. You don't want to use up all of your energy, or you will pass out and it'll go on to the next day, and you'll have an energy disadvantage because you will wake up in your house with less energy. Now, since we have quite a bit of stuff in our inventory, and as you can see, we only have 1 bar of inventory, which is not a lot of space once you figure out that you will be picking up a lot of stuff. Now, you will be able to upgrade it, but I will show you that here in a little bit. But back to the crafting. Since we don't have a lot of space to keep in our bags, we will have to craft a chest. So you will want to go to the menu, switch over here to crafting with this tiny little hammer, and hover over your chest. As you can see, ingredients, 50 wood. We have 63 down here. And a place to store your items. So you'll click on it, and you'll have a nice little chest. Now, as I click that on, the thing you'll have to know is in Stardew Valley, you are going to be picking up a lot of stuff. You're going to be acquiring a lot of stuff in the mines, items around the town, and just items in general. And you're going to want to keep most of it, if not all, for a little while. Everything has a purpose in Stardew Valley, so you will want to keep at least one of everything, because it will be used whether in recipes, cooking recipes, crafting, or the community center, which you will see here in a little bit. Now, so do not be afraid to make a crap ton of chests, because you will need them, and they will be your best friend. And also, you can colorize them, so obviously I normally pick green for me for stuff like foliage, stuff like that. And you got this neat little organize button, which you can click it and it'll organize your stuff for you. Now, I'm a very organized person when it comes to stuff like this, so I like stuff in little slots. As you can see, my pickaxe is not in my first slot, but everybody's different and will keep their slots in different areas. Okay, so we will go to the town because we also have another quest in our journal called Introductions. It would be a nice gesture to introduce yourself around town. Some people might be anxious to meet the new farmer. Now, there are 27 townspeople in this little quiet town of Pelican Town in Stardew Valley. And they will all kind of be they'll be helpful, and you can build up relationships, what you can see in your main menu. So you go up here to this little heart for social, and here you can see all of the people and their nice little pixelated. See, we already met Robin and Lewis in the opening cutscene, which I skipped. I'm sorry. And people you have not met obviously has the question marks, but you can come here and you can see what they look like. And also the hearts, you can give the villagers gifts, little presents, stuff like that. Each villager has their own love gift, a like gift, a neutral, and a hate. Well, a dislike and a hate. Obviously, you don't want to give a villager something that they hate unless you don't like that person, which that's all to you. But the higher you get your heart level with them, I think at 4 you're allowed to enter their room in their house, just kind of like you're a friend with them, so they invite you into their house, and you can enter their rooms, which is just kind of cool. And once you get higher up, they start sending you little things in the mail, which will either help you or you can sell, stuff like that. Cooking, food, little supplies like stone, wood, coal, stuff like that. So we're going to go into town, and I will show you guys how to meet some of these people. It's not all that hard. We got the general store here, Pierre's General Store, and this little question mark here is showing you the calendar. As you can see, it's spring year 1. There are 28 days in this month. After the 28 days, it goes into summer. Then there's fall and winter, and we're in spring right now. The little icons that you see, and there's Vincent, Haley, and Lewis. That is birthdays. So if you give a gift to that particular person, like on Sunday the 7th, on Lewis's birthday, if you give Lewis a gift, he will, and especially if it's a love gift, he will get double the hearts. Basically, it'll be like double the like that he likes it, basically. I don't know if that kind of makes sense, but I'm trying, like I said, this is a new thing for me, so I'm trying to come up with words as I'm going, kind of in ways how to explain, and hopefully I'll get better. If not, just continue sucking at this. But there's also, when you meet them, you see that little present next to Robin. Now, you can give a gift to a villager once a day, up to 2 a week. So you have a 2 gift limit to that certain villager or townspeople. On their birthday, that gift does not count towards the 2 gift per week. So if you haven't given Robin a gift and it's her birthday, you can give her a gift for her birthday, and then you can give her another gift again, and that will count toward, that second gift will count towards the 2 gift week. So we'll go into Pierre's. And we're going to meet one of the villagers. Is Leah. Hello, it's nice to meet you. And yes, it is. So now we can go to our skills or social, and we got some hearts because we met her. You get a little bit of a relationship plus towards their hearts for just talking to them. Not a lot, so giving gifts is more beneficial. And then we'll go over here and we'll talk to Pierre. Hey, it's Mr. Panda Rocks. Oh, so formal. The new farmer. I'm Pierre, the owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. And like he said, you can sit here and buy different seeds, grass starters, so you can, when you have a silo, you can create grass, and once the grass is all big and you got fields of grass, you can cut it down into hay for your animals, which that's again a later on thing, because getting a barn and a coop for animals is expensive in both supplies and gold, and we only have 500. Then there you got wallpapers, and then you got trees. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy a few more potatoes. Let's see, get 3 beans, and we'll get another potato. So we got that, and we have about 20 gold left. So let's see. Okay, it's locked 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Oh well, it's past 3, so I'm not used to oh, there's another villager. We'll meet him. Harvey, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. And oh, here we go. Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. Oh, why thank you. And we got, oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined. Oh, but that's okay. I'm Jody. Hello, you must be Panda Rocks, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. Well, hello, Caroline. But let's get back to the old farm, because there's a few things I need to explain at the farm. We won't be able to plant anything because I used up pretty much most of my energy, and if I do it anymore, I'm probably going to pass out, and we don't want that. This little box here that I am standing to that you saw open up, you can place items in there that will be sold overnight for gold, basically gold. whether it can be stuff you have harvested from your farm, plants, you know, vegetables, stuff like that, minerals that you get from the mines, and just random forage items that you pick up from the ground, and then you just place it in here, and it will be sold, and every night they'll give you the money as long as it's in there, and you get to see how much it's worth, how many you sold, stuff like that, and then that's how you sell your items. So it's 4:30 p.m. 4:40 p.m. I know it's a little early to go to bed, but we are at low energy and we want to get this party started. So one last thing before we end the night. The last channel, well, second to last, because there's another one called Living Off the Land. Now this is a channel that the beginners of Stardew Valley really want to read, because it tells you very essential tips that are just very random. There are reruns after the first year, but you will want to read them, so we'll listen up to the new one. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop wood and search wild forage to earn some cash while waiting on your first harvest. See, that's a great tip. So while you're waiting for your awesome parsnips that will grow in 4 days, which you can tell here, plant these in the spring. It takes 6 days to mature and has a chance of yielding multiple potatoes at harvest. And the bean starters, plant these in spring, takes 10 days to mature but keeps producing after that, yields multiple beans per harvest, grows on trellis, which I will explain that in the next day. So let's go to sleep, and all you have to do is go in your bed, go to sleep for the night, and yes. And that is the end of the first day in beautiful Pelican Town in Stardew Valley. Now we will go on to the second day, and I will continue educating you on stuff. So, and it looks like it did not rain, so I guess it's gonna rain tomorrow. Now we got full energy, and we're gonna come out here. Ooh, we got some mail, and we'll check on that in a little bit. So, now that we got more seeds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll do 6. Then you plant your seeds. Now, the beans, they grow in a trellis plant. This is what I meant for, because it doesn't matter if you step all over them. It does not matter. But trellis plants, as you can see, I cannot run through them. So if you do a big group of them, and you want to get the one in the middle, you will not be able to. So let's water our plants so we can use up energy. Again, oops, there's some wasted energy right there, but that's okay. Let's water all of our plants here. Also, while I'm watering these plants, leave a comment below on what you would like to know, and I can explain it a little bit better in the next episode. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and we'll read our mail. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I got something for you, Willie. Alright, now we got a new quest. Someone named Willie invited you to the beach south of town, and he says he has something to give you. Visit the beach south of town before 5 p.m. So it's 8 a.m. Let's go meet Willie. Alrighty. Oh, one more thing. See these tiny little worms that are poking out of the ground? Those are very special. Now, the worms, you will use a hoe. Oh, look at that. I got a little book for the museum. You found a lost book. The library's collection has expanded. There are 20 of those books, so you can only get them through the little worms. Every time you hit the little worms, they might give you clay, coal, stone, artifacts that you can donate to the museum. Also, kind of spoiler, if you find a dinosaur egg, it may look pretty awesome, and you don't, and you're like, okay, well, it's an artifact, I had to donate to the museum. My personal advice, do not do that, because it will come in handy later, and it will be awesome in the results, and you will definitely get more dinosaur eggs in the process. So, but that's later on. We're gonna have a little cutscene here. So we will sit here and watch the cutscene. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Whoa, a little close there. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Hooray! And we got a bamboo pole. Oh, good. I love bamboo. Bamboo is a cool, awesome thing. It's very tasty. Don't try to eat it, though. Only certain animals try to eat it. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyways. That is a weird phrase. But now, we have the bamboo pole, which takes us into our next little lesson, fishing. Now, as you can see, used in the water to catch fish, obviously, because it's a fishing pole. So what you do is you get your little fishing pole out, you reel it back, and it goes in. Now, you'll have to stay here and wait until you get a little exclamation point over your little bobber, and you will press the button. You press to reel in, which on PlayStation, which is what I'm using, is square. On PC, it is, I believe, right click. And on Xbox, it's X. And there we go. And as you can see, there's a little fish that goes around. You got this little green bar. And you gotta keep that little green bar inside that fish. Because the fish will move, and there's some that move a lot. There's some that move a little bit. And we got a sunfish, which that can be used to sell in that box. So that'll be a good example on putting stuff in the box and selling it. So we will do this again a few more times. As you can see, the fish gets a little bit more feisty. You just gotta keep that green bar, and that green bar will grow as you get your fishing skill up levels. So there we go, we caught it, and we caught a herring. So that's all the fishing that we're going to do right now, because it's very boring and it takes up precious energy. So, ooh, there we go, we got some foraging items, so we'll pick that up. But as you can see, we are already full on inventory, so that sucks. So we will go back and we will drop some stuff off in the box. Oh, that was actually Robin. So we will go back to the box and we will sell, and I will show you what happens when you sell. Also, any of these trees that you see around town, these little skinny ones right here, sometimes you'll see these really big fat ones right here, but those are not able to be cut down. The only ones that are able to be cut down are these tiny little skinny ones that you see that are like on your farm. You can cut any of these type of trees down in the village or town, and they will grow back after a while. So it's kind of like you have your own little unlimited source of wood, which, as I explained before, is very good because every 50 wood you are able to build a chest, which, again, if you got the wood, make a chest. Make as many as you can. Later on you'll be able to make like a little shed where you'll have a little area for that you can put a bunch of chests in, use them, craft them. But the little sell box, you walk up to it, press X or right click or A, go to the item you want to sell, click it, click it, click it, and then you'll want to hit OK or back out. Now we will make another chest and we'll put it right here, and we will use that to put our nice little coal in, and we will not color that right now. Now if your watering can is getting low, you walk over to a water source and you press square, X or right click while you have the watering can selected, and you will refill your watering can. So we will go to bed and go into the third day, and we'll bring up the menu. Day 2 of spring, and we made 110 gold for the fish. So you can go up and select fishing. Sunfish sold for 30, the herring sold for 30, and the cockle sold for 50 gold. So as you can see, there's farming, foraging, fishing, mining, and other. Then we'll end the day. Day 3 of spring. And I will probably end it on that note. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Please comment below what you want to know, and I will try to explain it. Like I said, I have played this game quite a lot, and I kind of know a lot. If not, I will look it up and I will attempt to show you on video. So please leave a comment below about what you want to see, and how my first ever how-to series went. And hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified for whenever I make more videos on this series and other videos that I've been doing. And be part of the Dips for Luscious Panda Squad. And as always, keep calm and love pandas. This is your boy Panda Rocks signing off. Peace. Love you guys.